the team has found something that has left them speechless for a few moments. It's been 12 seasons, but Rick and Marty Lagina's passion is still the same, not diminished at all. It all started with a small article that Rick read in Reader's Digest. A mysterious island near Nova Scotia, Oak Island. It is said that there is a centuries-old treasure buried there, and that's where their mission began. Marty, who is business-minded, also joined in. In 2006, he bought half of Oak Island, and ever since, they have been digging continuously. Every time it seems that the answer will be found, but with every answer, a new mystery comes out. But this time, the matter is a little different. Near Nolan's Cross, the team got a signal that surprised everyone. Initially, it seemed that there might be some technical glitch, but as the digging progressed, some symbols, patterns, and a mysterious stone structure were found. Rick himself said, "We have seen something that has never been seen before." Now the site has been sealed, and the team is also silent from the media. So is Oak Island's biggest discovery about to come out now? Or is it a truth that was hidden for centuries? To know the truth, watch this video till the end. Because this story is not going to take a turn now, but is going to change history. To know the truth, watch this video till the end. Because this story is not going to take a turn now, but is going to change history. And if you're fascinated by mysteries and ancient secrets, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Mystery Unearthed for more spine-chilling discoveries. History of Oak Island. A mysterious beginning. Oak Island is a small island located some distance from the southern coast of Nova Scotia province of Canada. This island looks very ordinary from the outside, but the secrets hidden inside it are so deep that for the last 200 years, people have been investing their lives, wealth, and time in it. Everything started in the year 1795, when a young man, Daniel McGinnis, was roaming on Oak Island with his friends John Smith and Anthony Vaughan. In one part of the island, they saw a strange pit. It seemed as if the ground had sunk, or someone had dug there earlier. Near it was a tree from whose branch an old pulley was hanging, as if something heavy had been lowered down. Daniel and his friends suspected that something was hidden here. They started digging. Every 10 feet down, they found layers of wood, boards that were deliberately placed at one level. This further confirmed that this pit is not natural but man-made. This pit is today famous as the Money Pit. For many years, different teams kept coming, and digging continued. But the deeper they went, the more difficulties increased. On reaching a certain depth, the pit suddenly filled up with water, as if someone had installed a flood trap inside. This also gave an idea that those who hid the treasure had made full preparations for security. After this, many companies, private explorers, and historians came to Oak Island. Everyone had the same purpose: to find out what was beneath the Money Pit. During the search, some strange things were also found, such as coconut fibers, which are not found in this area, a piece of parchment, metal plates, symbols engraved on stone. And all this made the story of Oak Island even more mysterious. Even Franklin D. Roosevelt, who would later become President of the United States, was so impressed by the discovery of Oak Island in his youth that he sought to be part of a team. Today, the mystery of the Money Pit remains, and Rick Lagina's team continues to carry on the age-old saga, hoping that the end may be near for what Daniel McGinnis started in 1795. Rick Lagina's story, how the quest began. Every quest begins with a simple question: is this true? For Rick Lagina, the question arose from an old magazine article, Reader's Digest, that briefly mentioned the story of Oak Island. The article mentioned that there was an island in Nova Scotia, Canada, where a centuries-old treasure could be hidden. But this treasure was no ordinary treasure. It also contained mysterious things related to Templar knights, pirates, and ancient civilizations. Rick was just a kid at the time, but that article changed the direction of his thinking. Where other kids read comics, Rick was after history books, maps, and rumors. The mystery of Oak Island completely captivated him. Time passed. Rick grew up, became a postal worker, but Oak Island never left his heart and mind. He always kept wondering, is that treasure still there? Then life took a turn. Rick involved his younger brother, Marty Lagina, in this mystery. Marty was an engineer by profession and a successful businessman who had a practical mindset. Initially, Marty thought that this was just an interesting story, but Rick's passion was so strong that Marty also slowly started believing. Maybe there is really something. In 2006, he formed a company named Oak Island Tours, Inc. and bought 50% stake in Oak Island. And from here began his real mission: excavation, discovery of history, and search for the truth. The mission of the Lagina brothers. Is treasure the only aim? Many people think that the Lagina brothers are just looking for treasure. But when you listen to them carefully, watch their team work, it becomes clear that this mission is not limited to just gold, jewelry, or coins. Rick always says, "We are not here just for treasure. We have come here to understand history." They believe that whatever is hidden on Oak Island is connected to human history. The treasure may not be any material, but an ancient knowledge, a secret society, or something that will change the way the world thinks. Marty, on the other hand, is a little more realistic. He believes that if there is a treasure there, then technology, science, and money are needed to extract it. That is why you will always see high-tech systems like cutting-edge machines, sonar, GPR, borehole analysis in the excavations on Oak Island. All this is the result of Marty's thinking and investment. But one thing is common between these two brothers: knowing the truth. All the excavations done on Oak Island in the last 200 years were half-hearted. Scattered documents, maze-like tunnels under the ground, some clues that are still like a puzzle. Rick and Marty are trying to connect them. Their team is not just of laborers and machine operators. There are historians, geologists, cryptographers, and archaeologists, all working to connect the pieces to a bigger story. The mission is day and night. Whether it's hot or snowy, the team never stops. And now, when a mysterious signal is detected near Nolan's cross, possibly pointing to an underground structure, the Lagina brothers are more serious than ever. Are they going to find what Rick started looking for in an old magazine article? Or will this story lead them to another, even darker mystery? No one knows the answer yet. But one thing is for sure: the Lagina brothers aren't just out to find treasure. They're out to unravel history's biggest mystery: Nolan's cross, the beginning of the real mystery. Of all the clues found on Oak Island so far, one of the most mysterious and surprising is Nolan's cross. Now the question is, what is Nolan's cross? It is not a temple, treasure, or vault, but a structure built in a line of stones. It is made up of 5 large stones, which look in the shape of a giant cross when seen from a distance. These stones are placed with such precision in terms of size, direction, and distance that it becomes difficult to call it a mere natural coincidence. This structure was named after Fred Nolan, who was a professional surveyor and a stubborn explorer who searched for decades on Oak Island. Fred marked these stones, and when he saw it in the form of a cross, he was also surprised. He said that these cannot be ordinary stones. Someone has placed them here deliberately, for some special purpose. When its measurements and orientation were examined, it was found that the distance between the stones, the proportions of the cross, and even their alignment matched astronomy and sacred geometry. Some experts even believe that the cross may have been a secret sign created by the Templar Knights, a master code that shows the way to the hidden treasure. But the mystery doesn't end there. Fred Nolan also claimed that there may be some buried chambers or underground structures in the center or on the outer arms of this cross. And today, Rick and Marty's team is investigating those possibilities in depth. Now a new twist came when the team received a cryptic signal near Nolan's cross, which was pointing to some unusual structure inside the ground. Is this the place where the real treasure is hidden? Or is this just another mystery that will complicate the puzzle of Oak Island even more? Rick Lagina himself said, "We saw something we've never seen before." Nolan's cross is no longer just a rock formation. It's the focal point of the search for Oak Island, a clue that could potentially turn the story around. So was the cross just a coincidence? Or is it really the key to the greatest treasure in history? Recent discovery and the mysterious signal. The search on Oak Island has been going on for years, but what happened recently is considered one of the most mysterious and surprising events ever. It all started near Nolan's Cross, where Rick Lagina and his team were doing a simple geoscanning. Their goal was to find out if there were any unusual structures under the ground. The team now has cutting-edge technology. With the help of tools like ground-penetrating radar, GPR, sonar mapping, and magnetometer scanning, they can now see data from layers 20 to 40 feet below the ground in real time. And then, a very clear but unusually shaped signal appears on the screen. It did not look like a natural rock or a cave. What the GPR showed was a large rectangular structure that looked as if it was made by human hands. Its shape was so perfect that Rick and the team immediately understood that this was not an ordinary thing. Rick said to the camera, "We have never seen anything like this before, and we have found it just southwest of Nolan's Cross. This means something big." The team immediately marked the area for digging, and all security arrangements were made. The media was kept away, because this time they were sure that something very big was going to be found. Symbols and patterns found in the excavation. When the excavation began, initially nothing special was found, just wet soil, some rocks, and pieces of old wood. But then, about 25 feet down, the digging machines felt an extremely hard surface. Manual digging was started, and what came out there stunned the entire team. A large flat stone structure came out from below, on which some strange and ancient symbols were engraved. These were not ordinary marks. These symbols looked like a language or code. Some of them looked like crosses, triangles, arrows, and some round shapes, which could be directly linked to many old theories about Oak Island. When historians compared these symbols with the clues found earlier, it was found that some of these marks matched the symbols of the old Templar Knights. Now the question arises, are these really signs made by the Templars? The Templar Knights, who are often known for hiding secret treasures and sacred relics in Europe, are believed to have moved their treasure and hidden it somewhere else. And Oak Island could be one of those places. Just below that stone surface, another small tunnel-like space was found, which indicated a chamber. But as soon as the team tried to move further, the soil started sliding and the tunnel became unstable. The tunnel has been sealed for now to keep the structure safe. Rick said, "The deeper we go, the more history we find out. And that history is hiding something." This discovery has once again given a new twist to the mysterious story of Oak Island. The symbols found there have now been sent to experts for study. The team is trying to connect each piece to find out who built all this, when, and why. Is this the clue that will connect all the links from Money Pit to Nolan's cross? Or is this just another layer of a mystery, which has been hidden from the world for 200 years? This discovery has now turned Oak Island into not just a place of treasure, but a potential site of historical and religious significance. Now the next step is being prepared, and the Lagina brothers are more excited and cautious than ever. Because this time what is below is not just gold, it is probably the truth. Templar Knights and Oak Island Theory, a hidden secret. One of the oldest and most popular theories about Oak Island is that there is an ancient and sacred treasure hidden here, and it was hidden in secret by the Knights Templar. The Knights Templar was a medieval Christian warrior order founded in the 12th century. This order not only fought, but also had access to Europe's greatest wealth, land, and religious secrets. But in the 14th century, they were disbanded when the French king and the church conspired against them. But the question remains, did the Templars escape with their most precious possessions? And did they hide it all on Oak Island? There are several clues that strengthen this theory. Nolan's cross, 5 large stones found on Oak Island, are in the shape of a giant cross. This structure matches the Templar geometry. It is believed that the Templars used such sacred symbols to hide their treasures. Symbols and stone inscriptions. Some strange symbols have been found engraved on the stones found during the excavation of the Money Pit, which many people consider to be Templar code or cipher. Some historians claim that in the 14th century, some Templar ships crossed the Atlantic and reached Nova Scotia and hid their treasures and documents in secret places there. Rick Lagina's team itself has discovered some such shapes and structures that resemble the Templar architectural style, such as underground chambers, lining of stones, and architectural alignments. Not only this, some documents mention a deep connection between Templar and Freemasons, and many Freemasonic symbols have also been found in the excavation done on Oak Island. Now the question arises, is all this just a coincidence? Or is it true that Oak Island is the treasure that the Templars brought home from the world in their last days? Rick Lagina says, "More than the treasure, we are looking for the story that has been suppressed for hundreds of years. Oak Island is not just a treasure. It may be a page of history that was deliberately torn out." Other theories about Oak Island. What is the truth? The mystery of Oak Island is not limited to the Templar Knights. Historians, explorers, and researchers from around the world believe that there may be many possibilities buried under this island, some of which are so exciting that they seem like the story of a Hollywood movie, Captain Kidd and the Pirate's Treasure. One of the oldest and most popular theories is that the notorious pirate Captain William Kidd hid his treasure on Oak Island. It is said that Kidd hid gold, silver, and jewelry worth crores looted in the Atlantic in a safe place, and Oak Island was the perfect place for that. Deserted, dense forest, and inaccessible. During the excavation, some clues have also been found that strengthen this theory, such as nails of old boats, pieces of ropes, and tunnels dug in the ground that match the marine strategy. Spanish gold. The lost royal treasure. When Spanish conquistadors looted immense gold from South America in the 16th and 17th centuries, many ships returned to Spain with that treasure. But it is rumored that some ships lost their way or deliberately landed on other shores, and Oak Island was one of those possible destinations. Coconut fibers found on Oak Island, which are not found naturally in this area, and old wooden construction structures indicate that people from a distant region have hidden something here. Shakespeare and Francis Bacon theory. This theory is the most mysterious and controversial. Some historians believe that the original plays of William Shakespeare were written by Francis Bacon, and he hid those original manuscripts on Oak Island. This theory came into discussion because during the excavation, some such coded symbols and secret writings on stones have been found, which match the Baconian cipher. If this turns out to be true, Oak Island could be home to not just treasure, but one of the biggest mysteries in literary history. Mysteries of the Mayan civilization. Some researchers have compared some of the symbols and underground structures on Oak Island to the Mayan knowledge of geometry and astronomy. They claim that the Mayans, whose engineering and mathematical understanding was unmatched, reached North America at some point and built some sacred or scientific structure here. Although concrete evidence of this has not been found yet, this theory is still in discussion. Other theories about Oak Island. What is the truth? The mystery of Oak Island is not limited to the Templar Knights. Historians, explorers, and researchers from around the world believe that there may be many possibilities buried under this island, some of which are so exciting that they seem like the story of a Hollywood movie. Captain Kidd and the Pirate's Treasure. One of the oldest and most popular theories is that the notorious pirate Captain William Kidd hid his treasure on Oak Island. It is said that Kidd hid gold, silver, and jewelry worth crores looted in the Atlantic in a safe place, and Oak Island was the perfect place for that. Deserted, dense forest, and inaccessible. During the excavation, some clues have also been found that strengthen this theory, such as nails of old boats, pieces of ropes, and tunnels dug in the ground that match the marine strategy. Spanish gold, the lost royal treasure. When Spanish conquistadors looted immense gold from South America in the 16th and 17th centuries, many ships returned to Spain with that treasure. But it is rumored that some ships lost their way or deliberately landed on other shores, and Oak Island was one of those possible destinations. Coconut fibers found on Oak Island, which are not found naturally in this area, and old wooden construction structures indicate that people from a distant region have hidden something here. Shakespeare and Francis Bacon theory. This theory is the most mysterious and controversial. Some historians believe that the original plays of William Shakespeare were written by Francis Bacon, and he hid those original manuscripts on Oak Island. This theory came into discussion because, during the excavation, some such coded symbols and secret writings on stones have been found, which match the Baconian cipher. If this turns out to be true, Oak Island could be home to not just treasure, but one of the biggest mysteries in literary history. Mysteries of the Mayan civilization. Some researchers have compared some of the symbols and underground structures on Oak Island to the Mayan knowledge of geometry and astronomy. They claim that the Mayans, whose engineering and mathematical understanding was unmatched, reached North America at some point and built some sacred or scientific structure here. Although concrete evidence of this has not been found yet, this theory is still in discussion. Distance from media and sealing the site. The layer of mystery deepens. Every new step of the search on Oak Island comes in the headlines of the media. But the recent events forced the Lagina brothers to adopt a different approach. The mysterious signal found near Nolan's cross, and then the unusual structures and symbols that came to light during the excavation, were so shocking that Rick and his team took a big decision. They completely sealed the site. No external cameras, no entry for journalists, and no live updates on social media. People raised the question, has the team found something that is being hidden from the world? Rick only said this on this. This is something for which we need more preparation than before. both physically and mentally. In fact, the team was afraid that if they brought out incomplete information, then rumors, false theories, and public pressure could derail their search. This time, the clues were so solid that they felt that now peace and focus are necessary. Along with this, there are legal and security reasons. Oak Island is a protected site, and if any religious or historical remains are found during the excavation, then special government permission has to be taken for it. What can happen next? Future excavations and big hopes. Now that the team has got some big clues, the next question is, what next? Rick and Marty Lagina's team is now preparing for the next phase, which they are calling Phase 3 Deep Extraction. In this, heavy machinery will be used to reach the depth. Special boring technology and steel casing will be used to keep the tunnel safe. But all this is possible only when they get legal clearance. Permission has to be taken from the Canadian government, Nova Scotia Heritage Authority, and archaeological bodies, especially when there is a suspicion of any kind of cultural artifact under the ground. The team plans to involve international experts for this part of the excavation. Cryptographers, structural engineers, and experts on Templar history will be called in so that whatever information is found can be evaluated correctly and objectively. And most importantly, the team is documenting everything this time, but internally. That is, whatever is being recorded in the camera, it will later be presented in the form of an organized and clear report. This means the ongoing search on Oak Island is now at its most decisive point. Caution at every step, strategy in every decision. Because the team knows that now any mistake can hide that truth from us forever. So will the next excavation find the treasure, which has been in search for 2 centuries? Or will such history come to light, which was missing from the books till now? The answer is coming. But right now, Oak Island is silent, but alive. Will the treasure really be found? Now that the excavation has reached its most crucial point, and the clues seem so solid, the biggest question is this: is there really a treasure buried under Oak Island? Or is all this just another layer of the big truth, which is going to tell us something more about history, civilization, and our beliefs? The Lagina brothers team was not just running after gold and silver till now. They were searching for the truth, the story that was buried in the soil for centuries. Maybe the treasure is not a physical thing, but a spiritual or historical mystery hidden in the depths of this island. But one thing is clear: the biggest discovery ever is very near. Climax. And now, the question is for you. Now, let's talk about the place, which completely changed the story of Oak Island. Nolan's Cross. Is this the key that can open all the secrets? Is this just a coincidence of rocks, or part of some ancient engineering trick that is guiding us in the right direction? Every clue, every trace, and every dugout line finally leads to this very spot. So now, the question is yours. What do you think? Are the Lagina brothers really close to the truth? Is the mystery of Oak Island just one step away? Or is this discovery leading us to a bigger secret? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe that there really is a treasure hidden on Oak Island? Or was this a historical lapse that has now turned into an obsession? Thanks for joining us on this journey. And if you're as excited about the discovery of Oak Island as Rick and Marty are, then like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you'll be the first to know when the next big reveal happens. Because this isn't just a story of treasure, it's a journey of human curiosity, passion, and history. And it's not over yet. Oak Island is still speaking. It just needs someone to listen.